We'll turn now to Jacksonville University, which had a winning record in conference play last year and won a conference tournament game for the first time in 8 seasons. Their head coach is Tony Jasic, and he's joined by Jace Hogan, who was a all-conference player a year ago. Guys, you obviously had a good season last year. How do you hope, Coach, to take it a step further this year?
Well, I think, we've got a pretty good nucleus returning from last year's team. I thought our team really grew throughout the course of last season. We do feel like we've got a good influx of newcomers that can help our talent level and help our depth this year. So we're excited about the year. Certainly feel like it's going to be a good ASUN season. I think there are a number of quality teams with quality coaches, a lot of good returning players in the league this year. So we're going to have our hands full, but I like our team and I like the direction we're heading.
Obviously, it starts with a guy like Jace. What has he meant to your program transferring in from Navy?
Well, we try to pride ourselves on playing with a level of toughness and playing with a level of energy. And I think Jace brings both of those pretty much every day to practice, and I think it shows up in the games as well. Just with how physical he is, how tough he is on the glass, and some of the things that he can do for us offensively with the basketball is definitely a welcomed addition to our team, and I'm excited to see him play with some of our new guys this year, and hopefully be able to surround him with maybe some more options than he has had here in the past.
Jace, what did you learn last year in the ASUN, and how do you hope to take your game a step further this year?
Last year in ASUN, I learned that the play and the pace is a lot faster than the Patriot League. I think my redshirt year kind of helped me sit out, watch some games, and kind of see it's kind of a different game than I was used to playing. Whereas the Patriot League's a lot of set plays, a lot of slow pace and stuff like that. And I think just it's my 5th year now, so I've been around the block a couple of times, and I think that I'm just learning and adding little different tweaks to my games and working on technique and things like that. And that's what I hope to improve upon this year.
You've got 2 preseason all-conference players, Jace and J.D. Note. Talk about how they complement one another, Coach.
Well, I think both those guys add some scoring punch. I think that they're 2 guys that we feel like you need to plan for when you're preparing to play against us. I think that Jace obviously presents some issues defensively in that his game is a little bit unique. I think JD is explosive in transition and can score in bunches. So we feel good about those 2 and certainly feel good about a number of the guys that we have surrounding them heading into the year.
And we're going to touch on those in a second. As a senior on the team, what does it mean to have to lead, and how active or how vocal are you in that role?
I mean, fortunately for me, I've had a lot of good leadership and seniors over my time period, whether that be at the Naval Academy or even last year with Devin, Cody, and AC. I just basically try to lead by example, but I don't really think it's on my own. I have Dave Bell, who's actually older than me and who's been around college basketball just as long. I have Amani Santos. I have Quinn Forrest. I have a lot of older guys, even Corey Romick. So I think it's kind of more of a team leadership together. I don't really try to directly put it on me as I'm the only senior, even though that is what it is on paper. And I also have a great coaching staff and great teammates, and we just try to hold each other accountable. However, I do try to be vocal from time to time as well.
You brought up Dave Bell, Coach. He transferred in from Ohio State. How does he impact your team this year?
I think Dave brings a different kind of a different dimension to our team with his length and athleticism. We haven't had somebody like him who can kind of impact the game around the rim the way that we feel like he can. Now he's obviously pretty unproven, hasn't played a ton over the last couple of years, so hopefully we can get him back into game action, get him comfortable, and see him grow over the course of the year. But we're certainly excited about him joining our team.
And certainly it should be an exciting team for Jacksonville University. They begin play November 6th when they take on Florida A&M.